It's the weekly show about rAVe with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary. It's the weekly show about rAVe with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Hi everyone. Happy early Thanksgiving if you're in the States. I am doing this episode solo and it's going to be a short episode because since most of our viewers and listeners are in the States, I think that a lot of y'all are already traveling for the holiday. So if you celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. I would like to just say that I am very thankful and very grateful for everyone who is on the rAVe team. This is an amazing team. They work very hard, which I think all of you pretty much know if you've met any of them. But yes, very thankful and very grateful for all of them. So, for all of you on our team who are watching or listening, love you guys. So for all of you who, I wonder what all of your Thanksgiving plans are if you're celebrating. So if you're watching, make sure to comment. I would love to know what all of you guys are doing for the holiday. I am going to my aunt and uncle's house, which is like 30 minutes away. So I'm lucky that I don't have to travel that much. So yeah. Okay, so let's first just mention the audio symposium. It's coming up right after we come back from Thanksgiving, because of course the rAVe office is closed Thursday and Friday. We're coming back on Monday, and this is on Tuesday. So this is December 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern. And this is worth one CTS, CTSI, or CTSD RU. So if you're trying to get the rest of your 10 RUs to, renew per year, I think that this is a perfect event for you to come to. It's going to be probably about 2 hours long, I would say. And it's about 3 panels, each one kind of digging into a different aspect of audio. We're going to be talking about how kind of residential audio affects commercial audio. We're going to be talking about the challenges that come with large room audio, and a couple other things as well. So definitely join. It's going to be great. And yeah, if you want that one CTS RU, I recommend going ahead and registering so that you can put it on your calendar. You can do that at lavench.com. So before I continue with some news from the past week, I am going to take us to a commercial from our sponsor and partner, Shure. So I will be right back.
Understanding, it's what we're all after. In lectures where ideas ignite. Understanding, it's what we're all after. In lectures where ideas ignite.
Okay, so I guess that did that. I don't know why. Okay. So we'll just continue on with the news. First of all, Sharp debuted a new series of projectors. This is called the E series. It is a 5,000 lumen LCD laser projector for education. This is the XPE501U. It is the first model in a new series. It's LCD laser projectors. Like I mentioned, it's for education environments and small to medium-sized rooms that require a bright, low-maintenance display. Basically, like if you want this without the constraints that a lamp-based system brings. So yes, it is supposed to maintain image clarity in both dim and well-lit spaces. So includes a 16-watt speaker, dual HDMI inputs. If you want to check out the full list of specs, you can do that at ravepubs.com. Okay, so let's talk about trends really quick. So Genetech sent a press release that is all about key physical security trends to watch in 2026. Basically, they have released predictions for the physical security market. And a lot of these are kind of interesting. Some of them are a little bit about flexible deployment models, AI, automation, et cetera, et cetera. So I do think that one thing that they mention is that cloud adoption is going to be really big this next year. I tend to agree on that, actually. And what's interesting is they think that it's going to emphasize choice in physical security, but I see this being really a thing in AV as well, because I think that organizations are going to like decide on workloads based on performance, cost, etc., before determining whether on-prem or cloud or hybrid are the best fit. And I see, and this mentions how open architecture systems are going to play a central role in this by allowing end users to like use existing infrastructure but adopting the cloud services that they deem are most effective. And this is all mentioned in that article. Another thing is Genetech says the conversation around AI is going to shift toward intelligent automation that produces like actual helpful outcomes, because something, and I've mentioned this too, a lot of organizations, a lot of companies are starting to lean on AI, I think for the novelty of it and because like everyone else is doing it, so we should try to incorporate AI in something. And that's not really helpful, and that's not actually pushing our industry forward. So what this mentions is that the next era and the next iteration of AI is organizations actually looking for tools that improve it, for particularly in security, improve accuracy, reduce false alarms, enhance situational awareness, all of that, instead of just like putting AI in something like for fun, basically. So read the full article. It's actually pretty good, and I do agree with a lot of the predictions. So again, full articles on ravepubs.com. Okay, so second thing, or third piece of news, Marshall Electronics has added a AI tracking, a couple new PTZ cameras to the CV600 series. That's the picture of them right now. So these two new PTZ cameras, they're going to be at ISC 2026. Use code RAVEPUBS, by the way, if you want to go ahead and register for ISC 2026. If you are paying for a ticket to get on the show floor at ISC, like what are you doing? Everyone has a code. You can use ours. Again, RAVEPUBS. And Marshall is going to be stand 4N900, so Hall 4. And both of these models have an AI-based track, follow, framing capabilities that are designed for AV, broadcast, and also presentation. Okay, so let's talk about another story. This one is from rAVe. rAVe has added native Dante audio over IP to the B-Blade Media Engine line. And basically what that means, it's giving users this integrated multi-channel audio alongside its existing networked video capabilities. So I think what rAVe is trying to do here is basically strengthen its system architecture for more synchronized AV playback across. This is going to be like really, really large scale stuff. So very immersive experiences, the like very, very next level installations, like a huge museum installation. I could see this being used in exhibitions, like really, really artsy, immersive, like next level kind of AV stuff. But again, like I think this Dante integration is powered by a rAVe developed driver that's supposed to simplify setup, simplify operation, and it doesn't require licensing, configuration, or any external hardware. So it ships with Dante pre-installed, fully embedded on the software platform as well. So yeah, again, that's going to be for like very, very like those type of installs that almost don't even seem like AV. It's not going to be your natural corporate, your natural, digital signage install. It's going to be for the big, big futuristic, immersive, I don't know, what other buzzwords can I think of, type installs. Okay, so I'm going to try to play another commercial. Let's hope this works. This one is from our other sponsor and partner, Crestron. Again, I will be right back. Okay, yay, that one worked. So shout out Crestron, shout out Shore, our two sponsors and partners of rAVe TV. They have actually been really great and very big supporters of everything that we've been doing with this show this year. So thank you to both of them. Continuing on, I have a story from Extron. They are now shipping the full DTP3 Crosspoint Matrix switcher line for your 4K at 60 hertz presentation systems. So this is a family. You can see a bunch of models right there. 4K at 60 matrix switchers for video switching, audio DSP, Dante networking, power amplification, system control, and this is all like in one single unit. And this is designed for presentation environments that need like something that does all of that, really flexible routing, sound reinforcement, centralized control across a ton of sources, a ton of different displays. They all have reversible DTP3 ports that allow each switcher to be configured for different input and output combinations just depending on like what you need. There are 4 sizes available, and of course all support 4K 60 at 444, and they have 4K scaling technology on each output. And then all of these include switching, logo keying, signal extension up to 330 feet over a Cat 6A. So yeah, it's made for really large audio or really large AV environments that have a ton of sources that need all of this information sent to. So multi-displays, multi-speaker, a touch panel, like those really, really big and those situations that can actually get very complicated very easily is like for one of those. But yeah, okay, so let's talk about, where did I go? Oh, I guess I put in the Sharp story twice? Okay, well, I'll skip that one. I'll go straight to Celestion. Celestion has released the TSQ 2460, which is a 24-inch ultra high power LF driver. And this basically, I don't know how to say this word, neodymium. It's a 24-inch low frequency driver that now is like leading its 10 squared series for high output sound reinforcement. Basically, it is built on this program that focuses on improving peak and long-term performance across large format PA speakers. So it's designed for use in high output subwoofers or as a base element in like a large format line array. And it's got 4,800 watt continuous power rating, 98 decibel sensitivity, and basically it's got a 6-inch round copper voice coil, aluminum chassis, and advanced cooling architecture. So basically it's really made for this long-term performance stability, and it's supposed to be built to extend operational life and really last a long time, which is actually not that common in AV. Most things I think are made to last like a few years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is made to last longer than that, especially because I think drivers can historically very easily go bad depending on how often they are used. The voice coil gets really hot. So yeah, I think this is made to kind of like help that a little bit. Okay, so next up, let's talk about Kaleidoscape. This is this is a residential story, which I do, occasionally try to put some of those in here too. I think we've got a few residential watchers and viewers and resi-mercial people who watch this as well. So the Kaleidoscape product is actually really cool. This is the Mini Terra Prime. It's a solid state movie server. If you guys don't know who Kaleidoscape is, like, what are you doing? I think this is on like every cinephile's like dream list. Like, I would love to have one of these, but they are so expensive. They're definitely out of my journalist budget, and they're probably out of a lot of people's budgets. But it is so, if y'all have been to Cedia Expo gotten to go in one of the theater installations, like the home theater installations. They always are using Kaleidoscape because they let you put movies on this server that are basically like lossless. Like they look so good, sound so good, and are huge files, of course. So you need like a media server that can handle that. And this one is designed, of course, for high performance playback, fast movie downloads, which is like a big one because they're such huge files that historically they do take a long time to download to the server. And this is supposed to match its like Strato M and E movie players. So it's it's the size is also very compact, which also historically these servers are a little bit big because they're made to be able to handle such large files and so quickly. But yes, it's got 8 terabytes of solid state storage, enough to hold, which is I think 125 4K Kaleidoscape titles, which is pretty huge. So yeah, put that on your Christmas list. Maybe someone will get you one. Maybe someone will get me one. Maybe one day. All right, continuing on, let's talk about L Acoustics. They've expanded their APAC headquarters in Singapore. They have a new creative studio, which is absolutely beautiful. This is only one of the pictures. They sent me a few, but absolutely gorgeous. I would love to visit this. But this is basically like what they were trying to do here is make an investment in that region's growing demand for immersive audio, for live entertainment technology. This facility is 9,000 square feet, and it's got an included L Acoustics creative studio that is actually designed for artists, content creators, partners to come in and play around and work with spatial audio. So they had this very big opening, like the co-CEOs were there, all of their C-suite staff were there. But basically they established a Singapore subsidiary in 2019 and they've seen a huge growth here. So I think that is why they wanted to build like a headquarters here as well. And of course they say the centerpiece is the creative studio. It is an environment that's equipped with 23 speakers in a 3-dimensional configuration. It's got frontal, surround, and overhead arrays, and it's got like DJ technology incorporated in it so people can come and experience and play around for like club and festival applications. So it lets like DJs and electronic artists and local people come and experiment and play around and see if they want to incorporate a spatial set into what they're doing, which is really, really cool. So, if you're in the area, it's apparently near one of like Singapore's airport, or like the Changi airport. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but basically it's near the airport and it connects directly to the company's local warehouse. So definitely check that out if you're around there. I don't live around there, but if you do, let me know. Okay, final reminder for upcoming events after the holiday. Of course, rAVe is closed again tomorrow and Friday, but then we come back full force, people. So the audio symposium is December 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern, and it is worth, again, 1 CTS, CTSI, or CTSD RU. So if you are a little bit behind on your RUs for the year and you need another one, this is a great way to get that. And then we have another event coming up on December 4th at 2 p.m. And this is called The Human Side of AI-Driven Collaboration, presented by Shore, which is going to be really great. It's going to be Gary, it's going to be Tim Albright, and then it's going to be Josh Blaylock, who has recently joined the Shore team, he's great. If you have an opportunity to listen to Josh speak, which by the way, you do if you attend this, he's so great and he knows what he's talking about. He's one of the people in the industry that I truly love to just like listen to talk. And I think that talking about the human side of AI-driven collaboration is pretty important. We don't focus on that very much in this industry. So definitely come. I think that session is only going to be an hour or a little over. So definitely come attend that. It's going to be great. And then finally, we have an event on December 10th at 1 p.m. And this is called the Smarter Path to LED Success. And this is in partnership with Crimson and LED Experts Group, which is a division of Crimson, which you can kind of see in the logo. They both have that elephant. And that is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. And that one's going to be another about an hour. So I think that that's going to be very exciting because Crimson, of course, we know them for their mounts, but even in their logo, it's more than mounts. They have this whole LED experts group, and this is going to be y'all's chance to get a front row seat of what that is about, what that does, how that helps integrators. So definitely go and register. You can go ahead and register for all three if you want to. Go to lavnch.com, log in, register for each event, and then it'll put the blocks on your calendar, so it'll remind you to come. So all right, I know this is kind of like a little bit of a shorter episode, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, and I will see you guys next week with Gary. So, all right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.